Hello. Well, yes, here we are again because the feedback has been that you've kind of enjoyed these shows, these spotlights on the Corby Town team program, the matchday program, little nuggets of nostalgia. That's what we're calling them. We're starting with 2010-2011 season, and things have moved on. The Corby Town program, as was the old handwritten, typed kind of stapled together, has gone. And now we're looking very professional. Look at this. The club badge is on there. And who's that on the front cover? Well, your guess is as good as mine, reader. I have no idea. Oh, yes. Front cover picture, Ben Mackey. Corby's top goal scorer this season. Who'd have thought it? Sorry, Ben, if you're watching. Yeah, this is in the days of course, Graham Jury. Lots of quality work written in here. David Tilley doing some work, and obviously by this point, I think lots of people have joined the media team, and it's good to see. But there's a team photo. I'll pause now so you can take your shot, take your copy, your screenshot, if you wanted to do that. We're in the Blue Square Bet North, of course, at this point, and there's meet a Steelmen, Steve Diggin. We all know Steve Diggin. He scored 100 goals for Corby Town. That was quite a while ago. I like that kit, actually. And we're playing Droylsden, the Bloods, and yeah, so to read out the team then, Chris McKenzie in goal. What a keeper. Danny Pitham, Nathan Shahara, 4 Chris Hope, 4 Phil Gulliver, 6 Richard Lava, 7 Andy Hall, 8 Steve Towers, 9 Andy Burgess, 10 Ben Mackey, and number 11 Glenn Walker. On the bench, Diggs, 14 Dean West, 15 Liam Dolman, 16 Adam Webster, and 17 Michael Frew. Look at that. Yeah, in the Betworth North. So in the North, we were playing in the North. So, yeah, I think a good season. But then the programme then changed. Nice setup, that. And it's nice, it's bold, it does what it does. And then we've gone to this. And I'm looking at kind of the media team. It looks like Robbie Dunyon's on board by then. Media team, Joe Speckman. I haven't seen him back for a while. Stewie Buchanan, who I have. He often walks his dog in the woods. And John Story. I'm not mentioned. Weird. Kit manager, James McCafferty and Kenny Williams. Very good. So there's been some changes, of course. There's the front cover picture. I'm not the sharpest of pictures, but it was going through a breakthrough of cancer. Look at that. We turned everything pink. And I think you'll find at this moment in time more pictures of Steel Park turning pink. The our away kit was, in fact, a pink colour. This is because our main sponsors were Bailey's, and their skips are pink. So I'm just looking through to see if there's a picture. This is obviously in the time when we've moved on from Graham Jury and we've moved into Chris Plummer. His notes are there. Somebody doesn't obviously know how to reduce the size of JPEGs back in the day. That's a bit the wrong angle. And Jason Crow, captain. So yeah, Paul Walker in goal, Patrick Buriad, Paul Malone, Stefan Galinsky, Jason Crow, Nathaniel Wedderburn, Tom McGowan, Ryan Semple, Sam Ives, Avelina Vieira, and Josh Morman. Josh Morman played against us recently. Subs Leon McKenzie. I've read his book. Lewis Webb, Nathan Fox, Greg Gazioboni, Mark Manga, and Carl Piergiani. Wow, didn't we have an international sounding team back then? This is against Hendon. It's in the 4th round qualifier of the Cup. And there's lots of information in there. There is Corby's kit of pink. If you can see that picture there. So that's quite fun. Yeah. Them were the days, weren't they? There's a nice big advert for Bailey's. I won't show that. And then I think this is the same year, but this is back in the league. This is 2012-13. For some reason, I can't find a programme from 2011-2012, but this is 2012-2013. In February versus, I can't read what that badge is. That's, I can't even read that. Bishop Stortford. Wow. Paul Walker, of course, on the front cover. And this is trying to change the gear, because in the media team, we've still got club historian David Tilley, Robbie Dunyan, media team Joe Speckman, Tyler Jason, remember Tyler, and Natalie Milne. So I think Natalie was certainly taking a lot of pictures. There's a nice picture of Plums, isn't it? There you go. Chris Plummer. He seems quite good. Oh, there's a great picture of Jason Crow. Look at that. What a kit. What a player. Yeah. I think what else is in here? Who's that? Oh, Kevin Ingram. Yeah, who remembers Kevin Ingram? Not particularly good, that, but some nice fixtures. Look at that on a yellow background to make it look nice still. Great pen pictures, of course, of Corby Town. If you can see all them, they're quite fun if you want to take a picture of that. Team sponsors, lots of people. Corby Radio have sponsored McGowan. That's, yeah. Of course, Kevin Ingram and his boy played, didn't he, as well? Plummer was a football academy, so was. Oh, look who's this? Who's that in the bottom corner there? It's little Macca, isn't it? Getting his picture there in the team's news. Still babies. Nathan Wedderburn had a kid. Oh gosh, you don't want to see that. It's a picture of me with Paul Malone and somebody from Asda. So yeah, good work. Kick out racism, obviously. That's what we have to do. We don't want any of that kind of nonsense at Corby Town. But it wasn't the best of years in the Blue Square North, where, as you say, we're near the bottom of the league. Not a good year. Then this odd one here, because I'm only doing 5 years here, so I'll rattle through them. This is issue 1 from the next season on, 2012-2013. Though I think that might be wrong, because it's 2013-2012. I think somebody's not changed the detail on the front page of the programme. This is a friendly against Northampton Town. So we changed the kit again. That looks pretty good, liking that. Still Bailey's, but it's a slightly different kit design. There's the full list of fixtures in the Cala Gas League. There's not much detail in here because, because it's a program for a friendly early doors. There's no teams on the back there, so that was good work. But this seems to be from the proper season. Nice picture on the front. Look at that. That looks like a proper football programme now. That's what you would expect if you went to go to watch Corby Town. This is against Bedford Town. I should shout out the team. Paul Walker, Connor Kennedy, Sam Ives, Tom Ingram, Callan Thomas. Callan still there. Tom McGowan, Joran John, Chris Carruthers, Greg Mills, Tommy Wright, and Claudio Coban. On the bench, Harry May, George Ayew, Josh Carpenter, and Andrew Wilson. I don't know why stands on the bench. Nice picture of Sam Ives there. He was doing quite well. That's who the cover is, of course, Sam Ives. Who remembers Sam Ives? Because some of these players you never get to see, never pop up to Steel Park. If you're Sam Ives and you've seen this, you're watching this, or somebody tells you about it, give us a call. Just write to me, or we'll sort you out. We'll bring you in the clubhouse and have you a beer and all that kind of stuff. So that's quite a good thing. Manager, of course, Kevin Ingram, still the boss, and lots of other people hanging around. I think Paul Glass gets a shout out here, as does Jerry Riley and Robbie Dunyan. But Natalie Milne seems to have jumped up in the media team. David Tilley, Clive Smith, Tyler Johnson, and Tessa Watson. So yeah, that's all good stuff there. Nice pictures, nice, well put together. Oh, there's a nice picture of Jerry. We always like to see a nice picture of Jerry. The press box is named after Jerry Lucas. He was the club president, and yeah, put a lot of time and effort into Corby Town, did Jerry. Used to be the man on the PA, of course. That now falls to me. Here's a picture of some fans. Look at that. If you can see that there. I don't know who that bloke is who thinks he's Mel Gibson right in the middle, but I can tell you that's Macca. So not much else happening here. In league table, 21st of April 2014, mid-table, just below Hitching, above Frome, and Totton, Bedford Town and Bashley were going down. I'm just having a look at anybody we know in there. Not really. So moving on, another season then. And I think it's a strange thing happened here. They've admitted which season this is. I can't find it in any of the programs. You can find a date, but it doesn't say anywhere. So Phil, if you're watching this, make sure the season date is on the program. Here's a lovely picture of lots of old Corby Town players. I don't know how far you need to see that, but I know that Gary Kennedy's in there, and Rob Dunyon's in there, and Kevin McDonald's in there right on the edge, and I would imagine Sean Diver's in there. Oh, Neil Burns is in there. Diver's in there. Elwyn's in there, and Gary Woods is there, and Derek Walker, and Molly, who was playing at the time, but that was when he broke his legs. And I think that guy in the middle used to play for Man United, and his name escapes me. I'm sure you're now writing or shouting at your phones or your TVs if you blow this up to full size and watch that there. But this was in the Tommy Wright era. There he is there, club manager, with David in the background. And from the press box, our old mate, John Dunham. Well done, John. So lots of great photos in here, lots of detail, and I like that. I like that in a program. It's worth reading. You can take it home and look at that. We were top of the league. Of course, we were top of the league. This is the year that we won the league. This is a game versus Banbury United. There's just surnames for Banbury. There's nobody that stands out there. But in goal, Paul Walker, Sam Donkin, Callum Thomas, Paul Malone, Eddie Appleton, Jamie Anton, Greg Mills, Ben Milnes, Spencer Weir, Daly, Wilson Cavallio, Stephen Morley, Connor Kennedy, Harry May, Claudio Hoban, Curtis Hartley, Shane Byrne, Tommy Wright, David Clark, Hervey Pep Guillaume, and Bradley Gascoigne. I think that's kind of the full squad. But look at that. That's tremendous. Come back, Bradley Gascoigne, that the programme's suggesting there. So that's when was that? As I say, there's no date on it. It's quite frustrating when you're reading this kind of stuff. The league table suggests it was somewhere in February 2015. So, but I think this programme is from the same era. This is against Frome Town. There you go. Sam Donkin, big picture in the middle of the programme. He's also on the front cover. And the Steelmen Duma, and the badge hasn't changed. That's where it is and how it stands. Manager, of course, at that time was, if we look there, it's still Tommy Wright. I don't know why Tommy actually wore this kit of red. We should outlaw red in any kind of description. No team at Corby Town should be playing in red at all. And that includes that girls team that's playing all red. Stop it. Yeah, so you're talking about Frome. I remember going to Frome and seeing Tommy Wright score with a header. I think he came off the bench and scored. Frome, of course. Oh gosh, Macca's getting about a bit. There's another picture of Macca and his little sister. So yeah, that's nice. And there's a picture of Molly in a hospital bed. I've actually seen Molly in a hospital bed, and it had nothing to do with football. Oh gosh, ladies and gentlemen, who wants that in their lives? That is not acceptable in a football program, quite frankly. I look like David Brent. And Sam Donkin, getting to know Sam Donkin is another picture on the inside. So a well thought out programme. It's good old year. And that was the year, of course, things started to look good. Corby played well, made their way up. Now, this is from the season. Well, this is from the year 2015. So that was the year we won the Southern League Prem. And this is the year after, it looks like, because this was a programme from the 18th of July 2015. So we'd already won it. If you look at the kit, we're wearing a kit that says Southern League winners. Sponsored by Bailey's, black and white stripes. That's a young Connor Kennedy, and this is the programme versus Leicester City. Leicester City, I've never heard of Leicester City. What kind of team did they told us were coming? Nobody of any worth. I don't know any of those players, but then again, I'm not a Leicester fan. Corby Town, Paul Walker, Connor Kennedy, Chris Carruthers, Dwayne Courtney, Eddie Appleton, Anton Brown, Greg Mills, Cleveland Taylor, Ben Milnes, Spencer Weir Daly, Ashley Salmons, Curtis Hartley, Sam Donking, Joran John, Callan Thomas, Curtis Raven, Danny Draper, and Connor Goddard. Wow, what a team! Yeah, and it's always good to hear about. There's Tommy Wright, obviously his involvement with Leicester. He played at Leicester. He's now a member of the police force in Leicester, I believe. Look at that for a team picture and a kit, green and black. Now I think that's quite a cool kit. You could wear that down the pub and go, yeah. And people would go, what team's that? And you say, well, look at the badge. That's Corby Town, that is. And yeah, and now we're in orange. So look at those players. There's some great players in there, and internationals as well, which is, look at Callan rocking out there before he became a model and moved to Dubai. That was the first one of the new season. So the next game was against Gloucester. That was been the first game of the season. There's Ben Milnes on the front, I believe, and nice tidy programme. You know, this is a proper football programme. Nice pictures. There's one of Cleveland Taylor in the middle. Oh, what I've just realised they've done here. This is tremendous. Great work. The picture is a whole wraparound of the picture, and they've just put the teams above. That's great. That's great work. Phil, take knowledge. So yeah, and Cleveland Taylor versus Bradford Park Avenue at Steel Park. Lots of pictures in here. Look at that. Look, young Steelmen. Read all about it. All the mascots. It's great to see them there. I wonder if they're still Corby Town fans and still coming to watch the Steelmen. Still Gaffer's notes with Tommy Wright. Right. And Steelmen doing quite well. What's this in the... doesn't say. National League. That's National League North, I guess, in Jacko. The Steelman's Bar. That's the bar upstairs. And oh, glory be. Alan Strickland and Luke. If that isn't Luke, it's a small child doing an impression of Luke Strickland. Now sells you your half-time draw tickets. Best half-time draw in the league, of course. I didn't know that was in there, but that's always fun to see, isn't it? Nice action pictures of there's Clive Smith wearing a Corby Town t-shirt. I think he'd been to see some people that are Corby Town fans. If you're a fan or if you're in the picture, please get in contact and say, wow, yeah, look at that. David Gill, we mentioned David Gill, I think, in the first episode, and his big handlebar moustache. He's still a plumber in the area, though he's trying to retire. So, yeah, that's quality programs. So, Corby Town mid-table at that point, as of the 19th of August 2015, very start of the season. Let's have a look who's just involved here. Off the pitch, first team manager, of course, Tommy Wright and David Clark. Captain Cleveland Taylor, and kit woman Sandra Kyle. She's been doing that job for ages, and she's great at it. Club historian still David Tilley, because he knows everything. Media team: Robbie Dunyan, Natalie Milne, Michael Laws, Clive Smith, me, and John Dunham. So that's the way it should be. That's not too much far from what it is now. And I think this is the last one, but this is towards the end of the season. A game in the National League versus Fylde. They went on there. They put an awful lot of money behind what they were doing. They've done it again. There, look. That's a whole kind of wraparound picture. That's tremendous. And in the middle pages, Chris Carruthers. Whatever happened to Chris Carruthers? Chris gives a nod. Doesn't tell me who the front page picture is, but there's that's on the time when Tommy Wright used to play football as well as manage. So yeah, he's sitting there from the bench. James Longley does Strictly. There's no picture of James Longley there, but who are you? That's kind of Robbie thing. Stars of the past. Clive's Corner. Who's in this? Is that old John Crawley? So yeah, one or two fans popping up into the programme. Is that Anton Brown maybe on the front cover? No, it's not Callan. I think that's Hervé Pepe Ngoma on the front page, on the front cover. There's some pen pictures. I hope you can grab all those. There he is there. Yeah. Oh, there's a nice picture of Pete Currell. If you don't know what our ground staff look like, there's Pete Currell. That's what he does. He cuts the grass. Yeah, I've just seen the table. We're sinking. It wasn't a good year. Obviously, we just gained promotion, and then the first season in the National League North wasn't particularly a good one. I think preparation-wise, we could have done more. Yes, I've got a Corby Town mug available from the club shop. You can even get your name written on it. And yeah, it was just a difficult season for everybody, I think. But programme-wise, we were looking good. And what I'll do, I'll come to the end of that and say I've done this for Corby Town TV. You can find us on the YouTube channel, but follow us all on all of our social media sites. And in the meantime, I will come back again and talk from all the programmes from 2015 or maybe 2016. What have I done there? See what I mean about not putting the dates on it? So this is 2015, this is October 2015, so it's 15-16 series of programmes. I'll come back with 2016, 2017 and the rest up to the end of the decade. In the meantime, stay cool, keep watching. If you like this kind of thing, hit the like and subscribe button and the notification button, and you'll always be in tune with Corby Town Football Club. Also, go to the website, because that's a great place to hear all the information directly from the club. In the meantime, take care.